project is probably one of the coolest unclimbed lines I've ever seen. And I need to climb it before the season's over. Damn, will I have the guts to go for it from the ground. So, yeah, that was a crazy few days. Stressful and exciting.
Hey, how's it going? Hop in.
Yeah, it was a fun winter season here, and one of the last things on my list was Maze of Death. That was like one of the kind of classic established lines that for some reason I just hadn't done.
Nice.
Oh man. So I went out to Maze with my homie Baron, and sure enough it was freezing, but it was like perfect for those cutter little crimps on Maze.
Amazing. Fantastic.
The last time I tried it 10 years ago, I couldn't do it, and the time before that, maybe 2 years before that, I couldn't do it, so it's cool to go back to Maze and have it feel not so bad.
You know? Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Wow, what a fucking rad problem. At a summit. Rad. Ticked my longest standing mini proj.
After that session at Maze, I was like, well, there's one other thing pretty close to here that I've been wanting to check out all season, kind of been in the back of my mind, this Highball project that I talked to Keenan a little bit about and Carlo a little bit about. I actually saw Carlo at the Milks like a few months ago, and he was like, oh yeah, there's that project up there, like the last move is like a wild dino to the lip. He made it seem death-defyingly scary, so that was in the back of my mind when I hiked up there. I was like, oh, I'll just look at the Highball proj, but I got up there and I was like, wow, it's like really pretty. The rock looks amazing. I only had 2 pads, so I was like, oh, I'll just like mess around on the first couple moves. I put a folded pad on the pedestal and I jumped off it and stuck the first move, and I was like, wow, that's such a cool first move. That's such a cool start to the boulder. So I put my climbing shoes on and I jumped off the stack again and missed the first hold and like just cratered into the ground and rolled my ankle really bad. Felt like an idiot. I was like, man, I should not be doing sketchy stuff by myself. But I was too psyched. I was like, cool, I'm gonna come back soon. I'm gonna check out the rest of this Highball project.
Wow. It looks so sick.
Yeah, my second day was a very precipitous day. There was like little snow flurries coming down from the mountains and 35 plus mile an hour gusts just pummeling us. But I was too psyched, and I just like kept trying the top moves on a rope, and I sort of realized what it would take to send it. I knew that, you know, I'd have to basically climb like V8 or 9, like big move boulder problem to the crux of this Highball thing, and the last 2 moves were like the hardest, most committing moves on the problem. So I knew I would need quite a few pads, and just rallied everybody I could to come schlep pads and spot and support and stuff, and it was awesome that everybody showed up, lent pads, and lent psych.
There was quite a psych too, So what I do is like tiptoe off the pad.
Right?
Yeah, similar.
It was a pretty warm day. I was also like pretty scared of the ending still. It involved this crazy like lead with your foot, stem drop knee, and then you transition straight into a drop knee with the other leg, and then you do a big drive-by to the lip.
Man, I better send this thing.
Give it a try.
Want some beans? Oh, we're cracking in, dude.
Bean time.
Bean time. Beans? Beans, anybody?
So I gave my first like ropeless attempts from the bottom.
Oh, that feels. Wow. I thought about it. I fucking thought about it.
Got up to the last move a couple times and chickened out a couple times. This last move is one of the most committing moves I've considered doing on a boulder in quite a long time.
Good effort, man.
Thanks. Couple mouthful of beans and more.
I think we gotta get the dog.
Yeah.
I called it quits after maybe a dozen attempts and made it to the last move twice, and this last move was just like eating a hole in my brain for the last few days. Going into today, I was unsure about whether I would, be able to really go for it when I got there from the ground again. But today was, much better conditions for me. It was a bit colder and pretty windy. Yeah, I'm super psyched to contribute this pretty like ultimate test piece, you know? Like I'm pretty excited to see who will come try it next and how it'll feel for them.
Since the knee moves are so similar to Jumbo Love, we were thinking Jumbo Drop.
Jumbo drop. That's cool.
Because it's a huge drop, obviously.
Yeah. And a crazy
But I think the winner might be Lifestyles of the Poor and Famous.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. It's like a slow-mo winger. Just a hair. Hold on.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. I might try the Sharma thing.
Snags another gem in the milks. Yeah, that's right, suckers, line up.
Just say a few things right there.
My name is Ethan Pringle. My throat is a little bit hoarse from screaming at the top of the boulder.
Let's fucking go!
Tricks and flips.
Jake.